Okay. So that's being recorded now. Uh, there are also in the sound settings. There are also two different entries for Discord, and I don't know which one does what.
Both of them. All of them.
Well, yeah, but they are not. I mean, they are not described here. But I have
I don't.
all of them enabled
I only
anyway.
have. I only have 3 options. What?
Okay. Oh, he mentioned to for that guy to take the shield, or otherwise they have no chance.
Oh yeah, there's. I mean, he's getting lucky with the straightforward to the guy with the least health points. That's what his tactic is. Launch himself directly at the target and just throw everything. You get. I have the wrong button. I'm gonna roll with it.
What you doing?
Got the wrong backpack. I'm just gonna
Oh.
roll with it. Where the fuck is everybody?
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, there. Someone joined.
Gucci. Back to the other dude. Let's tag all of them. The ones that were here last night. Tag them separately.
Oh, is it?
It is.
Well, Saipu, Pinros, and Kusik. So there are 4 Polish.
Still. Your team is all Polish. And mine is not. Oh, I tagged all the other regular players. Lol.
Ooh! That was random.
Very random.
I mean, I just made a random movement with my hand. I didn't expect to hit.
Oh. this guy. Whenever he sees me, he dive bombs me.
You mean Pinros?
Yeah.
Doesn't he do that for everyone?
He does that, but he makes a beeline for me every time he sees me. Just watch. No matter where I am on the map, here he comes. If he doesn't come today, oh, how was the base build was great. And then next time he joins, sorry dude, we did base build last week, you missed it.
Yeah, or blame him for not coming, and that's why the base build didn't happen. If you wanted it to happen, you should have came. You should have come.
Oh no. I'm just gonna tell him that whenever he asks about it, like, yeah, we did that and it was fun. So
Yeah, it was awesome.
next time we're not gonna do it again. So you had your chance. We told you we'd play it this week.
Ooh.
Nice.
Wait, where is it? Oh, he's running.
You running? Where?
Oh, someone tell him. Those rockets do not reach us.
What?
We need to tell, who's that? Kusik, I think. He was shooting rockets at us from very far.
Well,
And
tell him.
and he depleted like 8 rockets out of 12 in the air, and none of them reached us. So I'm just gonna inform him about that in a second.
You can tell him in proper English because he speaks proper
Yeah, of
English.
course. I'm not gonna use Polish unless it's someone who really does not understand.
I mean, it's. I still don't get why some people don't even speak at least a second language, you know?
Uh, well, I don't know. It's like
It's
I
the
don't know
same as when
how. Yeah.
it's same as when I see old people stumbling with their mobile phones and they're like, "Yeah, I'm old. It's new technology." I'm like, "It's been around for about 30 years now. When it was new, you were 50 years old.
Huh.
You had your chance
Well,
to get used to it."
well,
I'm
the.
like, if
Hmm.
it's like me, it's like me, um, it's like me not using virtual reality until I'm 60 and then start complaining, I don't know how it works. I never used it before. I mean, technology goes by fast, but a lot of the old people I speak today, it's like, yeah, guys, you were 40, maybe 50 years old when mobile phones came onto the market and stuff like that. Smartphones might have been very recent, but you should at least know basic mobile phoning by now. I don't
Well,
know.
my grandma, for instance, she because we've always had a home telephone,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
she has always used that,
Hmm.
and she has never owned a cell phone herself. And there were a couple attempts by my parents to teach her how to use one, and they gifted her a cell
Yeah,
phone for her birthday or something. Then they did that again with another cell phone, but every time the story was the same. She just would not
yeah, yeah,
use
yeah,
it
yeah.
at all because she didn't want to. I guess. Uh, but she's really, classic elderly. She's not into technology. She has only used the home phone, and she only knows how to input the phone number with the digits, and how
Yeah, yeah,
to press the green button to connect, and then the red button to
yeah.
disconnect.
I mean, I sort of get it, but now with all those QR codes we have to show, basically that's the easiest way to.
You seriously want my grandma to understand what a QR code is?
I mean, no, I don't understand, but it's become so glaringly obvious that a lot of the people that do know how to use a mobile phone don't know how to use a mobile phone. I mean, even people from our parents' age. I'm like, eh,
You mean your parents or my parents? Because that's different.
my not yeah, my parents' age and even younger people that just keep fumbling with their phone, like the most very basic things, like just a guy in his 40s kept complaining every time I go to a restaurant, I the QR code stops working, and once I'm home, it starts working again. Yeah, you have your mobile things off, and you are only online on Wi-Fi. So if you leave the house and don't connect to another Wi-Fi, oh, so that's why nobody ever is able to call me when I'm not at home. I'm like, dude, like this shouldn't be an issue now. This should have been something you have
Yeah,
encountered and figured out very long ago before you. I don't know.
yeah, I get it. Like, I know that cell phones have been around for 20 years or more, but like my grandma has never had the need to have a cell phone. She just makes calls from home, she doesn't need to have a cell phone at all times. I mean, nowadays we gave her a cell phone because we want to be able to call her when she's outside, you know, just for safety more so.
Yeah.
And for her to be like, hey, I'm here and the last bus has just driven away. Can you guys pick me up or something like that? So
Yeah.
it would be really convenient for her and for us, but she has just never had the need for a cell phone. She doesn't know how to use it. She has never used it, you know, stuff like that, and she doesn't want that. Essentially, she's not like, oh, I want to learn how to use a cell phone because I'm so eager to use it. No, she's not. We gave her a cell phone, and you know, every time it's like, oh, thank you guys, it's so nice, and it will be useful and stuff like that. And then she just, you know, the entire point of a cell phone is to be able to take it into your pocket and go outside, but she doesn't even take it in her purse. It's always on the table in her room, and
Yeah.
she barely ever uses it. I guess nowadays she does more, but she needs help with the most basic um, things you can do with your phone, and she gets lost very quickly. And it's like um, it's the attitude of like um, it's the attitude of like little kids. Like if it doesn't work the first 2 or 3 times, you're like you just start maybe crying and like, oh, I'm not gonna use it. It's too hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's too difficult for me. I'm just an old lady, you know. And I was like, no, it's not. It's just press these couple buttons. It's, you know, it's not that hard
But
to
that's
memorize.
it. Yeah, I don't know. It's just this typical. I mean, a lot of them know perfectly fine how to operate a cell phone. I mean, it's just sometimes I'm like,
Uh,
I don't know.
yeah, I also sometimes see
Like
people.
when they take some people when they take out their phone out of their pockets, it's like the very first time they've ever held a phone in their entire life. That I mean, you don't have to know every button and every
Uh
location, but
huh.
you should at least know if it's on or off. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the very basic stuff that I see people fumbling with phones. Oh well.
And right now we bought her like a it's one of those older Nokia phones.
Hmm.
Just a classic, you know, buttons, screen, all of that, colorful. But I remember she used to have one because there are special phones for elderly people
Yeah.
that you just have like 20% of the surface of the phone is the screen, and it can only input numbers because it's only for calling,
Yep.
and then
Yep.
the rest, the 80%, is just super huge number buttons. But as you might
I
guess,
sold
that
sold
hasn't worked
those.
anyway.
Yeah, I remember selling those.
No, yeah. So
I
that
mean,
hasn't worked either.
they were quite handy for. They were perfect for what they were advertised for. I mean,
Yeah.
there was also the variant that had this big red button on the back, which you could connect to a certain phone number, like either the alarm services or your kid or somebody else. And if you
Hmm.
just push that button for 5 seconds, it would automatically start calling the
Oh,
person
nice.
on that.
So it's
So that was a
like an
really
IC number, right?
like an IC number, but it was this big red button on the back. You
Hmm.
just had to grip the phone firmly, and then it would start doing that. But
Yeah,
that
that's
brought
useful.
another issue with it. It brought another issue with it because old people, you know how they grip their phone like it's,
Yeah.
I don't know, like their life depends on it. So
Yeah.
a lot of times they'd grip their phone really tight and they'd start calling somebody or start calling the
Okay.
ambulance or whatever they had under there.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's so stupid. Where the fuck is everybody?
Maybe it's some kind of a what you call this? Like maybe when you said base build is gonna be played next week, and suddenly everybody hates base build and they just didn't come. Like an opposite day, you know? That's what I wanted to say. I don't know if that's the correct term.
I didn't hear what you say at all.
Why? Can you not hear me?
I could hear you, but there were too many other sounds around me.
Ah,
Okay. Please repeat me. Can you please repeat
I was just
everything you said after I said, where the fuck is everybody?
okay. I was just joking that maybe it's like an opposite day that everybody hates base build now, and that's why they don't come.
Maybe. See, that's someone. Don't worry.
I mean, it's still a lot of people. 7.
We have 7 people. That's a lot more than previously. But it
Yeah.
would be nice if everybody that played last week that said, "Yeah, we want to play Basefield with you next week," would actually be. But that's been a thing like since forever. Like people want to play something, we play what they want, and they just never log back on ever again.
Mm. Yeah. I mean, they weren't even people who played the first time, right? There were some of them were players who played with us
True, I
already.
mean the other Nikki person,
Yeah.
not Nikki Ritter,
Oh yeah,
which
that was his first time, that's for sure.
yeah, that was his first time, and he got along with us quite fine. I mean, it's all the mindset. Like it's your first time playing with a group of people you've never played before. Chill out on the demands. Chill, have fun. I somehow still suspect that all being just stick them in that every once in a while just creates a new account just to annoy us. To join us, complain about the game, then log off forever, and then come back with a new account some month
Oh,
later.
you think that it's always the same person?
It's a lot of the same person. Because it's always the same. It's always the same kind of slang, the same kind of responses. It's always like it's been pre-programmed. I'm gonna say exactly this, and then I'll get exactly this reaction, and then
Yeah.
ooh, there's a nice busy game going on. Let's infiltrate it and make sure there's a bitch fight starting. Stuff like that. It's just pure sabotage at that point.
Mm-hmm.
I am in the lead, though, somehow. The Rocket Man is second.
Nice.
Let's see the other Nikki online shortly. Mobiles. Has probably read the message, but is not joining.
Sad. Also, only us and Cebu clicked the interested on the Discord event. So we might we might ask people to press that. I mean, it's no biggie. It's just additional
Well,
feature.
it still looks nice when the event is starting that anybody that opens the server sees
Yeah.
that there's an event going, which is nice. I mean, it's not in the way, but I do wish I could drag the little thing around, you know, instead of it being there on the top. I mean, I would the actual notification, like there's an event going on, click here for more with the big green button. That should stay on top, but I want to drag the actual events thingy you can click on to
Oh, you want to
make
move
it.
it?
I want to move it.
Yeah.
I want to drag it to the information tab, basically.
Mm-hmm. Well, it stands out on its own. It just makes the... Because it's there, our channels got moved down, right?
Yeah.
That's a bit
Yep.
annoying.
Yeah. So maybe they'll make it different. I don't know. Put it somewhere else. Baby noise.
Nice.
They're expecting snow next week.
Oh, really?
I am not ready for that.
How is your heating situation then?
It's all right.
Well, it wasn't alright a month ago, from what I remember.
I mean, the bills and stuff are.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still not cold. That's the thing. Like the trees haven't lost all their leaves yet. Everything's late. I mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
still 9 degrees. It's still 9 degrees right now.
Yeah, same.
It was 15 degrees this afternoon. I had my door or my window open most of the day. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and then suddenly it's gonna drop in temperature, and we might get like, well, no, it's gonna be a little bit of white when you wake up, and then it's gonna be gone when the sun.
Yeah, yeah. Like 7, 8 a.m.
Yep. I'm not expecting dumps of snow of like a meter high.
Yeah. Everyone just wants snow for Christmas and that's it.
Just those 2 days.
I actually thought about, uh, because there isn't much snow nowadays during winter, I actually thought about buying myself an electrical,
What?
what do you call it in English? A scooter.
Ah, yeah,
The one that you know, the board, you stand
I know.
on the board and it's like, it's not the like combustion engine scooter that you sit on. You just stand on the
Those
board.
those are illegal on public roads here.
Not here.
Still a motorized vehicle. So
At least not yet. They are supposed to regulate it, but for the longest time now
yeah.
it has been just uh, freeform. Let's say it's not that regulated yet.
To drive one of those, you need at least well, a small motorized vehicle certificate and be 16 years older.
Really?
Yep. Those laws were put really fast in place when they saw 6, 7, 8-year-olds use those things to drive themselves to school. So they quickly
Well,
banned them. Everybody under the age of 16.
I've never really been uh, deep into that because I'm barely using those. Well, I don't have one myself, and we have them in our city. They are city-owned scooters. They're just scattered around, and you can just go. Let's say you go out, have a beer with your friends, and then you can take that scooter home, and you just pay through the application.
We have bicycles.
Yeah, we have bicycles too, bicycles and scooters, and they have one app. Well, it depends on the company because there are a few companies that our city is renting those from. Um, so I drove that a few times, and I was like, what if I bought one for myself to go to the office because I'm sick of just taking the bus, and I could be there faster and would be more convenient. But again, it's not very cheap, and it was just my idea. I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not.
Yeah, it could work, but
Because I could do that even during winter. I would just have to wear one more layer of clothing or something. And gloves.
in the main roads are never the issue here, though. Everything gets de-iced pretty quickly. It's just the streets and the back ways and the little villages that
Yeah, here
it's not
it's not that great.
a lot of it's not a lot of snow anyway. I mean, here it's usually just ice covering everything. It freezes over the road. It's slippery. A slippery concoction.
We have a saying here in Poland that winter has surprised the drivers again because every single time the snow falls for the first time, the first day of snow, it's always a fucking shit show on the roads. And
Same here.
it's of course it's like the main roads are getting cleaned fast, but still, um, it's very often a problem. And it has not been the case in the recent years because of lack of snow. But I remember when uh, first days of snow in when I was in my secondary school or high school even.
Yeah.
I would just go in the morning and it was a blizzard, and the bus would have to plow through the snow on the roads. Um, and it was only the second day that it was kind of managed and it was okay, but the first day was always a pain in the ass, let's say.
Yeah. Well, here too, people just it's a little getting used to, I suppose. First day of snow.
Hmm.
Here it's always the same. First day of snow, or well, even when the daylight saving hour goes, especially in fall, suddenly you have the sun full in your face on your way home. Well, the day before that, sun was already set.
Hmm.
So there's a big issue with the sun being really low on the horizon. Both ends of the day, the first week after we changed the hour between sunrise and sunset, exactly in the places when people leave their houses, which always gives issues.
Yeah. Yeah, I told them like 10 minutes ago that
Yeah,
we are on voice chat. Nobody likes us.
nobody wants to talk to us. It's just going to be you and me talk. Let the game will it will just record our voices and not the game this time. Just the sounds and not the image.
Welcome to the Giant Citizen Kabuto podcast, episode 1. Today we complain on snow.
An elderly not knowing how to use mobile phones. The hot topic for today is... Last week it was an 83% extermination rate, so... God damn
That was the best.
it. Don't get vaccinated.
Get assassinated.
Hospitals are slowly overflowing here as well. Again.
Oh well, regarding the whole pandemic situation, I've seen that people are getting angry over in your country.
Yes, there were riots last night in Rotterdam because there's again a fireworks ban for this year countrywide for New Year's Eve, so people don't get that wounded anymore, so they can, you know. I see the idea behind it, but it's all these once in a lifetime measures that have been going on for more than 2 years now.
Wait, so
I
you
mean,
mean?
basically, we're back at the same point where we were last year around this time.
Yeah.
Same
Well,
amount of hospitalization, same rules, same shit, and
well, at least you have some people vaccinated compared to 2 years ago with nobody, right? But I know that
true.
I understand that it's a pain in the ass that 2 years later and it's the same. Like
It's gonna happen.
I might have
Stay. We're
more
holding up.
freedom going around and going to events or something because I'm vaccinated. So I might have more of that freedom, but it's still certain places closed or certain events cancelled. That's what's annoying. But
Yeah, events were planned again, but they were cancelled because of the new rules, and it's our government currently like basically just holding up the balls, and people keep throwing new balls at them, but they're not actually doing anything with them. You know? I mean, there's more issues piling on, and they're just juggling between them, and they're not actually fixing anything.
yeah.
Because we voted over a year ago, and the new government still hasn't formed.
Oh, really?
It's still the
That's
government. It's still the
nah,
old government that's ruling because
well,
of the whole COVID situation. A new government has yet to be formed. So yeah,
wow.
the people we voted away to manage this crisis are still managing this crisis.
So it's over a year or closing in on a year of not having a government.
I think we voted in March 2020, so over a year,
Oh shit.
way over.
Nice. Because I'm surprised because that sounds like a story from Poland and not from a fucking Western civilized country.
It shows the downfall of a Western civilization. I mean, we're heading the same way as the damn Romans are at this rate. Climate crisis, a few natural disasters, the damn disease, people getting rowdy, and you get the funk. And you get a lot of issues. People just stop working and stop being part of society.
I'm having some weird lags now. Wait, where?
Everybody's pings look stable.
I think it might be Richard having some problems again. He had them last time at least. where he would warp around like a
Oh
live
yeah.
fire.
Well, last time he had a much wilder ping though,
Yeah.
and he kept losing connection or getting crashed because of it, getting kicked because of his high ping. Server was just like, no.
No.
No. Well, at least my flying skill is 100% in damn GTA because of the damn fucking mission.
I mean, you know, the mission the mission is called flight school, so I guess that was the purpose.
I know, but it's a mandatory mission. It's not like a side mission, you know?
Uh-huh.
Part of the storyline progression. And I'm like, chill, I want to take it.
I just wanna play.
I just want to play the game. But I did it. I mean, there's a jumbo jet in one of the airports hidden behind a door that can open. I mean, I can fly around with it perfectly fine, and then the damn tutorial I keep crashing. So
Oh, Discord's connected.
that's weird.
What's Amaze doing?
Huh.
Uh, can you see on Discord what's Amaze doing? I mean, I guess I can too because it's not interrupting
I don't know.
the recording.
Well,
I will just check.
he doesn't seem to be online. Ah, Crazy Beast is online though. Barto, nice.
Yeah, Crazy Beast in online.
So if he doesn't join within 3 minutes, we're gonna rotate to, we're just gonna shit.
Nikki and Sway Away are online too.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's this Nikki that's in the game with us right now.
Yeah, that's the who I mean.
That's the rip-out person.
But this
She's
is
in game with us. The
yeah,
other Nikki isn't online.
and it's just
We'll,
it's so
we'll
weird
see
that
it.
Discord connected. Or maybe I don't know, maybe he just completed the creation of this bot and just enabled it for our game. I don't know.
It connected when I launched, so
Mm.
I don't see why it would just randomly rejoin halfway through the game, unless my server vanished for maybe a millisecond. Well, that's 8 people.
8 or 7. Oh, someone new joined.
Yes.
I don't know. I think a freeway would be best instead of a base build. And we might just do base build next week instead.
What a surprise.
So what map? Oh, I will actually, because I'm gonna finish the MVM recording now, I'm gonna quickly go and check if the, like, what sound recorded.
Oh yeah, wow, nice. I'm curious if it works.
I will see. Well, I did enable everything to be recorded when it comes to sound.
Yeah.
Even my system sounds, but nothing has been happening in my system.
Woohoo! I killed Cebu with an RPG midair
Oh,
while he was in shield.
what do you think is harder to hit, let's say, a gyrocopter with an RPG or a sniper rifle?
I don't know actually.
Because it both require a direct hit, so maybe.
I mean, a sniper is quicker, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Let's see. What map do we do? I don't want.
maybe Wishing Well. We haven't done that one in a while, and we've done twice. We've done collage twice, so I'm sick of that.
Do it then.
Unless you want Square One.
No, I still haven't checked what the issue was last time.
Okay. Why did I have to download this?
All right.
Weird.
I edited this map. There might be some
Oh, what did you do?
issue. I was just checking something on the map.
Ah, so maybe because you just opened and saved.
Probably because oh, there are some trees here, and I added an ice ramp.
Okay, I will check out.